You said food. On 3, you're gonna say your favorite food.
All right.
On 3, you're gonna say your favorite food. How long you been dating?
6 years.
You better get this, dude. In part 2 of the foundation posing crash course, I'm gonna now demonstrate how we can quickly get to 20 plus different poses by using this system of posing for couples. Let's dive in. My name is Pi, and I'm one of the founders of Lynn and Jersa Photography and SLRlounge.com. We're teaming up with Adorama to bring you a new series of photography tutorials called Master Your Craft right here on Adorama TV. So let's dive in. So in the last video, we just covered the 5 foundation poses, and if you don't know them yet, be sure to check out that video where we cover the foundation posing framework. Now, from this point, this is what I want to say with each of the poses that you put your couple into. Slow it down a little bit. Slow it down and work that specific position, that specific pose by thinking of, well, there's 4 primary different ways that we can sort of interact with the camera. In addition, we also can cue our subjects and direct them into different expressions and emotions. Let me go through what each of these are now. So I'm gonna go ahead, I have Jeff and Naomi again, they're gonna help me out, and I'm gonna have you guys go into a V-up. So this is our V-up, right? So think of this where they're looking into the camera as kind of your first look, your first pose. With every shot, we have another variation. So for example, now I want Jeff, you to look at Naomi. And now, Naomi, I want you to look at Jeff. And now, Jeff, I want you to look in the camera. Perfect. So for each one of these shots, for every pose, we have 4 basic variations just on eye positioning. We have him looking at her looking at him, both of them into the camera and both into each other. Now from there, I can not only use those different eye positions, but then I can give them a cue, okay? So Naomi, I want you to look towards me, and Jeff, I want you to look at Naomi. And from here, I'm gonna say, Jeff, whisper something that gets Naomi laughing. Anything. Naomi, do you dare saying what he just said? She doesn't dare say what he just said. That's fine, we're not gonna force them. But that's the last step, which is once we choose kind of that eye position, we're gonna then give them a cue, give them a piece of direction, give them something to do for the shot. There's tons of different games you can play on this. There's lots of different ideas here. But let's go through now those poses and just show you those iterations. So now guys, I want you guys to hold hands in the center and go into an open pose. Perfect. So from that open pose, this time I'm gonna go back to a full length shot. I want you guys to both look into the camera so we have this nice whimsical shot. Perfect, just like that. Naomi, go ahead and kick the hip a little bit. There you go, drop the knee across. Perfect, just like that. Now, full smiles. Now, look toward each other, guys. Now, Naomi, look towards me. Now, Jeff, look towards me, and Naomi, look towards Jeff. Perfect, now from there, you're gonna stay in the open pose, but just close the distance between you. Perfect. Now, Naomi, all you're gonna do is hug onto his arm with both hands. I love that, just like that. Jeff, look towards Naomi. Beautiful. Okay, now, Naomi, I want you to look up into the camera and brush your hair back on that side. And on 3, you're gonna, Jeff, keep looking at her. Naomi, you're gonna think about what Jeff just said to you. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna say what he said out loud. I'm just kidding, don't do that. Okay, so obviously the first cue is kind of a, like, okay, whatever. The second one is the one to kind of get her to emote and to get her to respond. And we get these really cute, like, laughing shots where she's kind of covering up and they look really great and authentic. Now let's put them in a different one. So now let's go to the reverse pose, guys. Jeff, you're gonna face away. Naomi, I want you to face towards him. And I'm gonna have you looking at the camera, and Jeff, you're gonna focus on Naomi. Beautiful, just like that. Naomi, look down and toward the shoulder. Beautiful. Perfect, I love that. Now, Naomi, look at Jeff. Lean away from him a little bit so I can see both your faces. That's it, stay a little bit closer with the hips. Perfect, just like that. Beautiful. Now from there, Jeff, hold her from across the hip. So with that left hand, bring that left hand across the hip, hold her right there, and kind of turn towards her and lean her back just a little bit. Perfect, just like that. I love that. All right, so we did close, we did open. Let's go ahead and do a stack shot. So Jeff, stack behind her. And I just want to get a nice like portrait shot for your family. So go ahead and hold hands on this side. I want you guys to both look into the camera right here. Beautiful, just like that. Naomi, hold the dress with your right hand. That's it. Both of you guys look into the camera, smile a little bit. Naomi, tilt the head into Jeff a little bit. There. Perfect. Now, Jeff, look towards Naomi. Beautiful. I'm going to come in close for that one. I love that. Now, Naomi, look toward Jeff. Okay, now if this looks awkward, you got to change your position a little bit just so we're not shooting up her nostril. So one of my favorite things of doing this, instead of making them look at each other from this pose, is Naomi, just look down to your left shoulder. There you go, right there. And kind of bring the eyes down, smile. Perfect. Just like that. Jeff, how much you got in the bank, dude? Whisper one more thing. What else you got? Guys, go into the close pose now. Face each other, and I love this because we're gonna kind of get in close. I'm gonna shoot the shadows kind of behind. So now touch foreheads. There you go, beautiful, just like that. I love that. Fantastic. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love going in, you can see that light right on her right there. Smile a little bit, laugh with that a little bit. There you go. Now, Naomi, turn the chin down towards my side. Perfect, right there, and look kind of right towards me. Smile with that. Beautiful. And then I want you to both look at each other, so lean back from each other right there. Beautiful, just like that. Hold that. I'm gonna go ahead and get a wider shot. Do you have like a favorite car? Do you have a favorite something? Okay, what something are you thinking of? Don't name what it is, but just a favorite something. A favorite food. That's great. Okay, guys, go into an open pose. I'm gonna flip onto a 24 because I wanna get this like an in-action kind of shot. So I want it to be up close, I wanna see the background behind them, and I'm gonna shoot on the 24. All right, so from this open pose, I'm gonna have you hug onto his arm. Perfect, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my settings dialed in here. And you know what, let's switch our direction just a little bit. So I'm gonna put you guys like right here. I'm gonna shoot with a little more of a soft sunlight kind of vibe. There you go. Perfect, so you're in an open pose. You said food. On 3, you're gonna say your favorite food. All right. On 3, you're gonna say your favorite food. How long you been dating?
6 years.
Oh, you better get this, dude. If you don't get this, we're in trouble here. I'm already shooting, by the way. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Chocolate.
Oh my goodness. How is that possible? So look, what we've done here in this process is we've helped them to not only kind of feel comfortable in front of the camera, but we've created a common dialogue. I can now be on my side of the camera and direct them into whatever pose, whatever thing I want. Then you'll notice we would set them into a pose and then we would give them a cue. For that last one, we just kind of gave them a little game to play, and it's one that we'll commonly do with different things. We'll ask what their favorite thing is and just kind of play a fun game. Once we do that, then we get to these beautifully authentic expressions and these fun images. And this is how we can take any client who says, I'm not good in front of a camera, and we say, you know what, don't worry, that's our job. We're gonna help direct, we're gonna help guide you, pose you, cue you, and get those authentic images, because you know what? Every one of our clients before you have said the exact same thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. You guys can also follow us at SRR Lounge. You can follow me at Pi Jirsa, and also check this out. We have the most extensive library. This was just a small snippet of SRR Lounge Workshop's premium education. It's an A to Z guide for literally everything portrait and wedding photography, from learning the camera to shooting to lighting to compositions to posing, directing to weddings themselves. It's all there. So be sure to check that out as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.